Congress took the Social Security Independent Trust Fund. That was set up specifically for Social Security, not to be touched. Well, they got the bright idea that they could take that money and they could put it in the general fund where they could spend it. Well, now we see what's happened. They've been spending it too fast. We go back again to the economy. We go back to creating jobs, getting people back to work, getting revenue moving again. And we can grow the pie, so to speak. We need to put that money back into the independent fund where Congress can't keep spending it and make it accountable and transparent. But we don't have that now. We've got to work toward that. It is a serious issue we're all going to be facing. But we must keep the promises we've made to our seniors first and foremost. I was with a sweet lady the other day in Dover, and her heart was breaking. She was crying and talking about the cuts that she was getting through the mail and the problems that she faced. And she said Congress seems to be raising their pay, and it just seems to be a free-for-all up there, and we're hurting out here in the real world. It's a serious issue for our seniors. Medicare, this new health care bill robbed $500 billion from Medicare to pay for it, to help pay for it. That's terrible, folks. It's not going to work. We've got to try to repeal the health care bill. We've got to try to put that $500 billion back. There's no doubt the healthcare industry there's areas that need reforming, no doubt. But a complete government takeover of healthcare? Come on, folks. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. I mean, can the government run it? No. They cannot run it. Thank you.
Okay, I have one back here.
Mr. Fincher, how you doing tonight?
Good, brother. How are you?
Pretty good. What do you feel is more important, cutting the deficit or maintaining entitlement spending?
We have got to address the deficit. We have got to balance the budget. My children, I told someone the other day, if my kids knew what they owed, they'd be on a plane out of here somewhere. I saw a church marquee the other day that said, if it's over $1 billion, I don't want to know. We have got to address the deficit first and stop the out-of-control spending, but getting our economy moving again. Things like the stimulus bill, the money that has not been spent, we could put that back toward paying the deficit. But the health care bill, the same thing. It's just going to add more debt, more regulation, more bureaucracy. It's bad for the economy, it's bad for the country.
Back to that question earlier about perjury. I know as a community, I'm tired of seeing negative ads, especially when your competitor said he was going to talk about issues, and I hadn't heard a single thing from him about his stance on any of the issues. Is there any way, because I know in the industry there's laws that if you tell lies on TV, if you do some of these things, that you're held accountable to it. And from what I see from politicians in general across the state is that we see half-truths and lies constantly. You've had 3 questions tonight about what I view are lies. So I'd love to see somebody put something down in writing. Would you support it? A budget, having our government hold us to a budget exactly the way that businessmen are held to, and not to be going over that budget. And if they go over that budget, last time I checked, in business you can either get fired or they'll cut your salary. And secondly, to do away with these negative ads. I know I'm sick and tired of seeing them.
The first question of balanced budget amendment. A lot of people were disappointed that the contract or the new Republican pledge to America or from America did not have that in it, a balanced budget amendment. We must have a balanced budget amendment in Congress to hold all of us responsible for what we spend every year. I mean, it's unbelievable that Congress just recessed without addressing the budget. I just can't believe it. But